Without knowing what I am and why I am here, life is impossible. The two most powerful warriors are patience and time. If you want to be happy, be. Everyone thinks of changing the world, but no one thinks of changing himself. The sole meaning of life is to serve humanity. It is amazing how complete is the delusion that beauty is goodness. An arrogant person considers himself perfect. This is the chief harm of arrogance. It interferes with a person's main task in life, becoming a better person. I sit on a man's back, choking him and making him carry me, and yet assure myself and others that I am very sorry for him, and wish to ease his lot by all possible means, except by getting off his back. The changes in our life must come from the impossibility to live otherwise than according to the demands of our conscience, not from our mental resolution to try a new form of life. Truth, like gold, is to be obtained not by its growth, but by washing away from it all that is not gold. There is no greatness where there is no simplicity, goodness, and truth. Even in the valley of the shadow of death, 2 and 2 do not make 6. War is so unjust and ugly that all who wage it must try to stifle the voice of conscience within themselves. Government is an association of men who do violence to the rest of us. Everything that I understand only because I love. All happy families resemble one another. Each unhappy family is unhappy in its own way. Art is not a handicraft. It is the transmission of feeling the artist has experienced. And all people live, not by reason of any care they have for themselves, but by the love for them that is in other people. Joy can only be real if people look upon their life as a service and have a definite object in life outside themselves and their personal happiness. He never chooses an opinion. He just wears whatever happens to be in style. War, on the other hand, is such a terrible thing that no man, especially a Christian man, has the right to assume the responsibility of starting it. The chief difference between words and deeds is that words are always intended for men for their approbation, but deeds can be done only for God. In all history, there is no war which was not hatched by the governments alone, independent of the interests of the people, to whom war is always pernicious even when successful. One of the first conditions of happiness is that the link between man and nature shall not be broken. All violence consists in some people forcing others, under threat of suffering or death, to do what they do not want to do. A man can live and be healthy without killing animals for food. Therefore, if he eats meat, he participates in taking animal life merely for the sake of his appetite. Our body is a machine for living. It is organized for that. It is its nature. Let life go on in it unhindered, and let it defend itself. In the name of God, stop a moment, cease your work, look around you. To say that a work of art is good but incomprehensible to the majority of men is the same as saying of some kind of food that it is very good but that most people can't eat it. The law condemns and punishes only actions within certain definite and narrow limits. It thereby justifies in a way all similar actions that lie outside those limits. Faith is the sense of life, that sense by virtue of which man does not destroy himself but continues to live on. It is the force whereby we live. The greater the state, the more wrong and cruel its patriotism, and the greater is the sum of suffering upon which its power is founded. If so many men, so many minds, certainly so many hearts, so many kinds of love,